This has never existed before for human consumption. Outside of the couple of hundred people that participated in clinical trials, no one on the planet had ever been able to take what we're talking about until we rolled this guy out here, Phix, June 15th of last year. Plant-based, one extract, all natural, colorless, odorless, tasteless, and there are no clinical side effects to this. This is an amazing thing. Dr. Kareem, he's a microbiologist, pharmacist. Okay, tell him the rest of the story at that point. What you saw and what has happened to you in your world, please.
Basically, long story short, the number one thing that I see people come to the hospital is because their diabetes, their blood sugar's out of control, their cholesterol's too high, their blood pressure's too high, and they end up having a stroke or a heart attack. I need to find out what is matured hop extract. So I went out and I did the due diligence. I did the work. And when I did that, I brought in my dad, who's an internal medicine doctor, my brother, who's an emergency room doctor, and we answered these simple questions. What is matured hop extract and why is it important? We found out that if you are able to extract the mature hot bitter acids, that you can have something that's very bioavailable and that can actually help the body's overall homeostasis. We were excited about that. Next thing, no harmful side effects. Okay, how is that possible? 100% natural, only other ingredient, purified water. I started running it in my drug database, and every time it came up with no drug interaction, no drug interaction, no drug interaction. I said, wow, that is unique. I don't see that at all. No one in any of the clinical trials had to drop out because they had a side effect that they experienced that did not let them continue. The contraindications very limited. We have people even with allergies, even in these categories that are taking the product, but we need to be cautious. And so that's why we just advise caution if you would fit into any of those categories. No caffeine, no stimulant, it's vegan free. In addition, once I found out that it was an activator and it activates the vagus nerve, I started talking to other doctors and saying, do we have anything like this? And the answer was no. We were not taught about this in medical school or pharmacy school because it didn't exist. And now we have a way to communicate with all of the different major organs in the body. And that was extremely powerful. What is visceral fat and why is it so important? That deep fat that surrounds your organs. If you have too much of it, which most of us do, then it can cause all of these different disease states in our body. If we can reduce our visceral fat, we can save lives. And so traditionally, what we had available to us in the healthcare industry was telling people they had to do one of these six things. But most people never had the time to do this, changing their lifestyle completely. But today, with new breakthrough technology, Phix can reduce all these things that are beneficial to our body, getting us into homeostasis. And I said, sign me up. I'm ready to go and try this myself. In my personal story, I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure 6, 7 years ago, as you see it in 2018. And when I started this product on November 16, here's my weight, 208, between 208 and 210, and individual results will vary, but this is what happened to me. And I lost 3 pounds of visceral fat. You see the body fat that I've lost. And as you can see, all of the numbers, except for the fitness index, went up, which means I'm healthier today than I was then. And everything else went down. And I have no more back pain, you guys. I'm off of half the medication with the help of my doctor, my cardiologist, my primary care physician. They all said, what are you doing? We've never seen you this healthy in all of these years. And I am just grateful, you guys, that I said yes. All the research in the world is nice, but until you see it from the inside, it's a whole different story. Thank you, Terry.
So how does this whole thing work? We take this snap, like I've been showing you, and what do? We drop it in coffee. You can put it in orange juice, iced tea, soda, water. So if any of these things appeal to you, you might want to consider trying Phix and seeing what it does in your body.